Ananda Marga and Prout, a brief introduction. In 1955, Sri Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar, also known as Sri Sri Anandamurthy, founded Ananda Marga, a spiritual and social service organization that spread worldwide in the 1970s. Based on a blending of the spiritual practices of Tantra Yoga and social welfare ideals, Ananda Marga teaches meditation and various yoga practices, as well as running schools, homes, and a wide range of social welfare projects. Before his advent, for centuries spiritual and religious leaders have been teaching mankind how to realize the truth within themselves. Some have instructed their followers to shun the world and its temptations. Others have preached simply that individuals must lead moral lives in society to attain eternal spiritual happiness. But very few have ever discussed in detail the mundane spheres of government, politics, and economics. Development in these realms, so it seemed, was not important for the spiritual journey of the individual soul. Sri Sri Anandamurti, however, is a most unusual spiritual guide. His view is that this physical, material world is neither an illusion nor a great temptation, but the starting point of our spiritual journey. Thus we must develop it, even as we develop ourselves, to make it a perfect base for spiritual effort. This effort is not the struggle of a few isolated individuals, but the task of humanity as a whole. Human society and its institutions should not impede our progress, rather, they should be carefully planned and designed to accelerate our march toward perfection. In 1959, he extended the scope of Ananda Marga's philosophy to encompass certain socio-economic principles, which have become known as Prout, an acronym for progressive utilization theory. This theory blends spirituality with social idealism, a formula familiar in Eastern India, where prominent nationalists such as Vivekananda and Subhas Chandra Bose also made use of the present Ananda Marga slogan, liberation of self and service to humanity, Atma Mokshartham, Jagat Hitaya Cha. Prout is the social side of a total philosophy that blends concepts of spiritual and social liberation. This adoption of social activism by a spiritual organization created controversy in India, and attempts were made to suppress both Ananda Marga and Prout. In 1970s, the central government of India made several unsuccessful attempts to ban members of Ananda Marga from employment in public service and other propaganda against the organization, and Sri Prabhat Ranjan Sarkar himself was falsely accused of various crimes and jailed for nearly 7 years. The courts finally rejected the charges against him and released him in 1978. Meanwhile, in 1977, an international organization called Protest Universal (PU) was launched while he was inside jail, with its headquarters in Copenhagen. PU aims to propagate the ideals of Prout and to support social movements with similar ideals to make this world a better place to live for all, and we are the progeny of the same progenitor, to extend and propagate his ideals to make the great universe a blissful place to live for all living beings.